Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. In today's video, I will be talking about the top teams in the Element Cup Remix. My name is Yasser Alid. I'm a Twitch streamer. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Yasser Alid, and you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Alid_Yasser. Element Cup, as you guys might know, last time this cup was around is like last season, but Little Cup Remix last time was around is basically season 12, 4 seasons ago, almost a year ago. So what's the difference between this cup and other Little Cup? Well, it's Element Cup, so only fire, grass, and water Pokemons are gonna be used, are allowed to use, and it's a Little Cup format, so it's 500 Pokemons must be 500 or below to enter. And only Pokemons that are able to evolve and have not evolved even once will be eligible. The 3 most used by trainers Ace rank up to last Element Cup will not be allowed, and those 4 Pokemons are Chinchou, this is Chinchou, right? Chinchou, Ducklet, Salandit, and Cottony. Okay, I was correct. I was like, people don't have Salandit. But yeah, I just double checked. Sorry, I froze for a second. But yeah, double checked. And those 4 Pokemon are not allowed to be used. Why? Because they are the most popular for in the Element Cup Remix. So without further ado, let's go and just talk about the Element Cup. So I know I made like a very long Open Great League team, but you know, it's a Great League is like the most common league and everyone plays it, so it has to be like, I have lots of stuff I need to talk about. But in this one, I will make it short and hopefully won't be as long. So it's the 3 types that are can be used: water, grass, and fire. Okay, the water, the best water Pokemon here is supposed to be Seal as a safe, and it's basically the safe swap. Dupider is a good Pokemon as a counter swap because Dupider just wall all the energy that comes from Seal. Shadow Slowpoke is actually decent as it is the hardest hitting fast move Pokemon in this cup. You just double shield, confusion down, everything. Wooper is just the best safe swap in general as long as they don't have a grass. Why? Because this Pokemon is the fastest Pokemon to get to a charge move in the entire game. Grass, the best grass Pokemon on PvPoke was there is no PvPoke ranking, but I think it was basically Bulbasaur and Chikorita. But I do believe that Shadow Eggs are basically like the second or the hardest hitting Pokemon. Let's say the hardest hitting fast move grass Pokemon in this cup. And it's so good because the fast move is basically confusion, and nothing resists confusion in this cup. Yes, I know that some people will be running the fish, the shark, if it's eligible. I don't know, actually. I think it's eligible because it's water dark, and that thing demolished this thing pretty fast. Shadow Oddish is not worth the investment. Like, whatever Shadow Oddish do, the Exeg and Slowpoke can do it as well. But sometimes Shadow Oddish is good at farming those mud boys pretty fast. But trust me, like, Seal can still get to 2 moves against the Oddish. If Seal has like a fast move lead, you still run Lick Seal because it is like the best safe swap in this cup is Vulpix, either Shadow or non-Shadow. Slugma can be used, and I think it has Rock Throw, which make it actually also a good safe swap because Rock is a neutral, and the only Pokemon I think that resists Rock in this cup is Wooper, and not that many people run it. Some Pokemons that are worth mentioning: Pinnacle, this Pokemon, Tentacruel, Carvine. These Pokemons are fine to be used, but they aren't the best ones to use. Moving to the best teams, I think the most popular team was basically Bulbasaur, Dupider, and Seal. With Bulbasaur, it's just common moveset: Vine Whip, Seed Bomb, Sludge Bomb, and Dupider. I think Dupider's Bug Bite, Mirror Coat, and Bubble Beam, and that's like basically the only moves that this thing learn. With Seal, don't run Ice Shard. Actually, run Icy Wind, Aqua Tail, and Lick. Why? Because that makes it the best safe swap in the game. Again, nothing resists click, and you can destroy those cheesy team that will cheese you with confusion. Bulbasaur, the second best team, I do believe, or the second most popular team was basically Bulbasaur, Departed, and Slowpoke. With the Slowpoke, again, you need the Shadow, because the Shadow just does a tremendous amount of damage. Now moving into some ABB teams. If you don't have a Bulbasaur, if you are like an ABB Andy, you can just run double confusion with a Slowpoke in the lead, with Vulpix in the lead. Why Vulpix? Because those low-key get cheesed sometimes. With Oddish in the back. Well, no, this thing destroy Oddish. Carvine. I think, yeah, Carvine. So how do we beat Carvine? I mean, Vulpix has quick attack. So don't you actually need like a grass? I mean, you could run another grass. It's not a bad idea. Was this the team that Caleb was running? No, this is basically, you know, like the Shadow, the Bastiodon double grass team. This is like a similar team to that. It's basically Slugma, Shadow Oddish, and Bidoof. It's basically similar to those toxic Great League teams, but like in the Little Cup. Draken Den, I think they hit #1 with this team or something, or they sent me battles with this team. So basically, Divider and Seal in the back, those are just too good of a safe swaps, and you just try to win the lead with either of those Pokemons. You could do a balanced team with Vulpix, Chikorita, and Divider. Chikorita, again, is better than Vulpix whenever you need bulk, because Bulbasaur tend to be less bulkier, so sometimes you get fast move down, while Chikorita is more bulkier and has Body Slam instead of Seed Bomb. And Body Slam is neutral to almost everything in this cup except one Pokemon, I think. Another team, you can lead Chikorita just to hunt those people who are leading a a ground Pokemon in the lead. And Chikorita and Vulpix is not a bad matchup. Basically, both will, I think, both get to the move at the same time. So sometimes you might get cheesed by losing CMP. And this is where like you try to catch a move on your own Vulpix. So you just save 2 shields to the Slowpoke, and from there you can just fast move down everything. Another team, this is the team I run. This is a team I run for fun, and there is actually a video about this team. And this team, I was laughing my off, okay? Because every time I see everyone was just safe swapping a Vulpix, and this thing, Clauncher, has Smackdown, so I can smack down Vulpix from full HP. And this thing also has Crab Hammer, which is the second best water charge move after Hydro Cannon. What about Water Origin Pulse, Yasser? Yeah, what about it? What do you want? Can you just let go with one of the lies I say on stream? Can you guys just let it go for once? Crab Hammer is the second best water charge move in the game. That is 50 or below. See, now I'm right. See, I can always make it like that. I love this team because Celia is just the best safe swap. Vulpix is a decent generalist in this cup. Clauncher does a tremendous good stuff against those people who safe swap the fires or the flyers. I try to not make it long video because I know not everyone is interested in this cup, but I actually like it. It's a fun cup to use because people get punished so hard sometimes for not shielding a neutral move or a move that doesn't do that much, and they ended up getting fast move down. So people like usually stay awake in this cup whenever they play it because they need to be aware of everything. So thank you so much everyone for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like, and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.